People often ask me, you know, why do you do this? And I have been doing it for a long, long time now. It feels like a long, long time anyway. And I think, do you know, I don't really know why I do it. But then sometimes I'm encouraged because some of the crew come to me and say, you know what, it's really good to be involved with it. We've really enjoyed ourselves. We're knackered, because we normally are when we're finished, but we've really enjoyed ourselves. And I think, yeah, and the bands come and they say, you know, it's fantastic to play. This year we've had, we're going to be putting on a number of bands this year. I'm not going to tell you how many because that's part of the quiz. But there's a number of bands on this year. There's a limited number of bands on this year. And we've got something in the region of 150 applications. It's got quite a good reputation. The reason why it's got a good reputation is because it's nice to play here. If you're a band, we look after you. You know, we bring you onto site, we bring the gear on site, we set you up on the stage, we give you a great sound, a nice audience. The weather's always fantastic, isn't it? Guaranteed. Every year I try and convince myself as well. And I think, you know what? That's why we do it. That's why we do it. It's a sense of achievement. And you guys, you know, out there relentlessly working with the as the stewards, as the production, and the gate, and all those people, everybody that goes to make this thing is very important. So I think, yeah, that's why we do it. And then on the Sunday, we take it all down, and then on the Monday, we carry on taking it all down. And that's when I think, why the hell do I do this? You know, people say when you have a baby, you forget about the pain, and it's sort of like Togfest, really. So I think I'm the same. That you know, last year at the end of Togfest, I was actually quite ill, and then October time I became better again, and I thought, you know, come about January, February, I thought, you know what, I could probably do this again. I'm glad you're all here anyway. That's the main thing. So you've decided to either come to have a party because you're involved last year, or hopefully come to have a party because you're involved last year, and or you're involved this year as well. So thank you for coming. Back to the same format as last year. We've got one day, we've got two stages. There's a stage in here, a stage on the courtyard. It's quite an enclosed site. The site's very much brought in from previous years, so it's quite enclosed. Same sort of thing. We've got rear layer, we've got the bar over there, we've got bands, we've got children's entertainment, all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of volunteers. Because there's so many volunteers also, there's 5 of us in the management team. The management team are Andy Powell with a bowler hat on. He's one of the management team. He's been with us since 2000. At the back there, Mr. Peter Jelfs. Also been with us since 2000. Richard Gnome Meadows, there, is also part of our management team. And we've also got Wayne. Where's Wayne? Where's Wayne? Wayne's World. Wayne's World down here. Wayne's down here as well. That's 1, 2, 3. It's all of us. Well, I missed somebody. So I just want to introduce those teams. First of all, I don't know, where do we go first? We'll go to, I'll tell you what about the new people? Let's get Paul and Sandra Roberts, who just stand up and take a quick bow. Paul and Sandra are this year taken over on the gate crew. They're going to be in charge of the gate this year. They don't know what they let themselves in for, but anyway. Right, we've got Mr. Daniels. Where's Mr. Daniels? There he is over there. He's actually this year stepped in to take over from Finn and Tamsin on dealing with the traders before the event. So James Daniels there dealing with traders before the event. We've got Matt still who's not here, so we can't introduce him. Ed Smith, who's not here because he comes all the way from the East Anglia. He's in charge of the security team. You'll get to know Ed and the boys on the day. They're called the Sierras, the security team, but he can't be here because he's come from a long way. Linda Hammond, where are you, Linda? Are you there? Linda's in charge of artist reception, what we commonly know as meet and greet, and Linda looks after when the artists come onto the site, if they ever come on the site, and worry about those that don't turn up on site on time. She deals with those as well. Kieran McGill, where's Kieran? I'm back here. Kieran McGill's back there. Kieran McGill. Kieran McGill has been through Togfest since he was that big. That big. And he's now the team leader for, now listen for this, artist logistics, right? What we used to call roadies. Artist logistics. Basically, Kieran and his team make sure that when the artists arrive and they bring all their gear on site, that they get delivered, the gear gets delivered to the backstage areas and back to the tent and back to their cars when they go home. So he's about transporting gear around the site. So that's Kieran. Yeah, on the merchandise, or is Carol Munro on the merchandise? Been with us since day dot. Carol looks after all of the selling of the bands and the band's information material and all of the Togfest stuff, including our wonderful T-shirts. And the other person, the last person, and certainly not leastly, is Emily Mallison, who's take a bow with this. Emily Mallison there. Emily looks after the control room on the day, but she's also our Facebook guru. Now, I don't know about you, I don't know anything about Facebook, but apparently we do have a Facebook page, and Emily will tell you all about that, and she'll be in touch with you. We're also trying to get a Facebook group together for the crew, so that it's like a closed group, so that the crew can keep in touch with each other. That's all about Facebook stuff, and Emily will tell you all about that if you go and speak to her, and we'll send you stuff about that. If we don't have your email addresses, we would really like them, so please fill in the forms at the back there, because snail mail these days is so expensive, we can't really afford to mail people. So email is really the best way of doing it, or Facebook as well would be good. Okay. Myself, yeah, there's me as well. Yes. I'm in charge, it says here, I'm in charge of production, which is technical resources, sound, stage, lighting, that kind of stuff, electrical as well. And then Richard Meadows, I've introduced him already. Taz Meadows there, known as the Gnome. Richard's in charge of the build and takedown crew. Now, build and takedown is very important because without them we don't have a festival to run. And we need people to come and help us build the festival before the Saturday, and then we need people to help us take it down after the Saturday. So if anybody, I know all of you have probably got already jobs that you do, but if you want to be involved with Build and Takedown, it is good fun, it's very tiring, it's good fun, but please do let Richard know, get in touch with Richard, or get in touch with us via the info at Togfest. If you want to volunteer for Build and Takedown as well, it's quite important that we get more people on that, because there's a lot to do before the event and a lot to do after the event. Especially after the event. If anybody is interested in takedown, we do have a party on the Sunday night where we have a barbecue for those that are still standing, and that's always quite nice. And we also drink the remainder of the beer if there's any left on the real ale bar as well. Tomorrow tickets are on sale. We do need everybody to help us market the festival as well. So please tell your friends. Either get them to come and work for us, or get them to come and pay and buy tickets to come. Our website www.togfest.org. which is up there, and you can buy tickets I think from tomorrow. We just got to check that out, make sure it all works okay. Thank you.